of our incoming freshmen, we want to take the time to say welcome and introduce you to our beautiful campus here at Northern Guilford High School. We are a community of teachers, school counselors, administrators, coaches, and janitors who are 100% driven to helping you find all of the academic and athletic success during your high school career with us. We work hard to ensure everyone is comfortable and has an easy time finding their way throughout the building. Please use this video as a helpful tool as you learn more about our campus in the next coming weeks. If at ever a time arises where you have questions or unsure of where to go, hopefully this video will help. Our video will start by giving you a couple reenactments of just how exactly students arrive here on campus based on their different modes of transportation. From there, the video will then segue into a series of snippets of just how exactly to move throughout the building and what the prime locations are. It will end by taking you on a tour for the main and upper level classrooms so you can see just where exactly your teachers are located based on their courses. We'll start off by looking at how students are dropped off in the front circle of the school. They'll enter the school through the main lobby doors.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, love you.
Love you too.
See ya. Cuties. Make good choices. Hey, Jim, come back here. Get back over here.
What? Yes, I have my lunch. I have it. Bye.
Here we can see a student who has just been dropped off by the school bus. This student stays on the concrete walkway so they don't get run over by a vehicle. It's important to know that these students who are coming into the bus lot are going to access the building through the ISS hallway where they will receive their daily health screening. This student is coming from the student parking lot where he will enter the building through the art hallway. Look how he walks down the corridor towards campus. Look out for that mud. Whoops.
Whoa! No, what? Who are you? Where are you talking to me from?
I'm the narrator. I'm kind of all over the place. Just go with it.
All right.
Keep walking straight and you'll get into school. Everyone will access the building by going through the art hallway first. And this is just to knock out that daily health screening. Oh, watch it. It's obvious that we can see here our young student trying to figure out how to get to the front office.
Wait, you can read my thoughts?
Yeah, I can. The main office is to the left once you walk into the front doors.
Boy, I sure hope my counselor has my transcripts ready.
Man, my parents are going to eat me alive if I don't get this early dismissal note to Miss Rule of Attendance.
How can I help you?
That's an early dismissal note.
Okay, go to class.
Thanks.
The Atrium is a magical yet curious location on our campus. It is in essence the heart of our school. Students from all walks of life converge and gather here. Typically, this area is primed for social experiences common amongst the high school community. Use it as a point of reference in how you move from class to class or to get to the cafeteria. Sometimes students might use the Atrium as a learning opportunity, a place to gather and work on homework together. George Washington, can you help me with my American history homework?
Sure, come on over.
Thank you so much. I'm really stuck. I don't understand what happened at Gettysburg.
Oh, that's a toughie.
Were you at Gettysburg?
I wasn't. I'm a little before that.
What about this thing about Pigeon Forge?
Yes, that I could talk to you about.
Okay, thank you. I'm really confused. To better help you navigate around the building, especially on the top floor, you'll notice that the walls are marked with the specific courses taught in that wing. Heading up the stairwell, you'll see the students start to observe and recognize that they're moving into the social studies or historical hallway. Good job, little buddy.
Well, so how is your war going?
Well, it's a lot of island hopping.
Island hopping?
I think we'll get there.
Must be a new strategy.
All right, so once you've taken the opportunity to enter through these doors like we saw the students do when they were dropped off, you're entering the official art hallway. Now understand the fine arts department is actually quite large and very wonderful, but this is typically what we call the art hallway on campus. As we move off of the art hallway, we continue to go straight and you'll find the entrance points for the main gym, which you can see here. The main gym has two key doorways. Here's Assistant Principal Wolf's office, by the way. Some of our amazing leaderboards. And if you were to go to the right, you can see some of our eating areas for the cafeteria if we were doing that during normal school procedures. However, if we go to the other main entrance to the gym itself, this is where most of you would go for PE class. If you keep going down this hallway, you access the locker rooms and other athletic team areas, which are vital to our sports programs, which do quite well for themselves. From the main doors getting into the atrium, you can find a way to get to the main gym by simply turning left, like I'm doing here. Walk all the way down, and you'll find the two entrance ways that I just spoke about. We watched two students access the school counselor offices and attendance office here in the main lobby of our school. Upon coming through those doors, if you were to take a right, this hallway, or this short walkway, would take you to some of the other important areas of our school. Now, technically, this here is an access point to the school counselor office as well, but that's typically locked to students. If you were to continue down this little corridor, you're eventually going to approach two very important places, the media center and, of course, the auditorium. As we continue down through this area and we were to make a left, you actually get to go to the CTE hallway on the main floor. A helpful thing for you to know about our school is that each and every hallway with classrooms has a directory, and that directory will show you the names and room numbers for all the teachers working on it. For example, you can see that the music and dance teachers, like Mrs. Rathbone, Mr. Carter, Mrs. King, they're going to be down the music and dance fine arts corridor. If we were to go straight down this hallway, we would find all of the CTE courses. Going down the hallway here, again, if we were to go straight, you'll have all the CTE classes, things like medical careers, for example. And if we were to turn right, we would find the fine arts classes here. There are two little access tunnels that you can see here that will take you to either the main gym or the auditorium and media center, respectively. Were we to go straight, we would actually be able to access the cafeteria. Now, of course, the cafeteria is a common location for all students, no matter their grade level. During, of course, our COVID instruction time, you'll be eating in your classrooms for the lunch period. But nevertheless, this is your cafeteria, and it is quite a exciting location for everyone when they have lunch. This is also a place where typically in normal teaching time, students would wait for classes to begin. All right, so now we're on the second story of our campus, and we're looking down into the atrium, which at this current view, we can see the cafeteria. What's important for you to know is that all of your science classes, with the exception of Mrs. Buck, are going to be in this key area, the two rows of classes facing into the atrium. Just like you saw for the social studies and math hallways, world language and English have identifier tags on the walls leading into their hallways. Just like you saw in the main floor for the CTE and Fine Arts corridor, you can find a directory for the world language, science, and social studies classes found here. Walking down the hallway on the left-hand side, the first classroom you'll find is Mrs. Buck in science. At the very end of the hallway on the right, you'll find Mr. Katz. All other classes for the world language hallway are going to be dedicated to world languages like French and Spanish. Going down the English hallway on the second story is quite easy. You will find, just like we have below us, if we were to travel through the floor, that lower CTE hallway, you have another corridor to the right. This one will also take you to some other CTE classrooms, and at the very end, a computer lab. At the very end of this hallway, you'll find another social studies teacher, Mrs. Cruz, another wonderful teacher here at Northern. If you have lunch after your English class, technically in a non-COVID year, you would simply leave the hallway and make a right, which will take you to the stairwell that will take you down to the cafeteria, and of course the atrium as well. If we were to go straight and on the right-hand side, you'll find some of the science classrooms that we earlier looked at. Walking all the way to the end of the hallway and turning right will take you to the math hallway. Turn left to get to the social studies hallway. So just like for the world language and English hallways, we have our math and social studies corridor. Walking all the way down through this hallway will take you to math. If, of course, you were to turn around at the entrance to the math hallway, you'll find the social studies hallway. On many occasions, you're going to find that your learning experiences don't take place inside the building or in those classrooms, but outside. Especially for your PE course, you're going to find yourself going outside working on the track, the football field, the tennis courts, the soccer fields, or even our softball and baseball fields. Nevertheless, we want to make sure that we always keep our campus clean, we want to maintain sportsmanship, and we want to always remember that we are all Nighthawks together. That's it for now. Best of luck for all of you as you come to our campus. And again, if you have any questions, please make sure you reach out and ask. Thanks and take care.